Hi. Welcome in, everyone. Let me grab the music. I have not been live for a few days. That is because my wisdom tooth here was... It's not even been entirely removed because it was very close to a nerve, so they were kind of scared to do it. This side of my face was very thick. I think it's pretty fine now. My mouth looks smaller. Thanks. Maybe? That's definitely not what I had surgery for. I promise you that. Let's turn on some music. Poga's favorites. Oh wait, she doesn't hear it yet. You hear the music now, Pogash? Let me say hi to some people. Then I will start yapping. This is a yapping stream. We're not gonna do a lot of battles. In fact, I think we do no battles. Welcome in. Zoinks from YouTube. YouTube chat's not always super active, but Zoinks is there first. And then Cristiano is here first. The first Zeelander to get in here in chat. Malak Android, welcome in. Javier in chat. Though Tactical. Surprised? Did you actually see my notification? Do you know what Tho really likes? Tho doesn't like to play right now. But there's no one like Tho who likes to discuss movesets. So I'm also not surprised here. Man the Planet, welcome in. Pogo Ash! Whoa! Young Sabrina, welcome in. And Darth, welcome in as well. Yo, 7 watch streak? That is definitely longer than Pogo Ash. Well done, Man of the Planet. Tyson, welcome in. Yo is here for the 1 turn lag. That will not be there. Yo! Caution, mon ami! Merci beaucoup. For the 3 months. Thanks so much. We don't want to start again. Oh yeah, I want to start out with the wait, I said it correctly. The play Pokemon news, right? Did Ross die yet? I hope so. Oh my goodness, there's more news even. Okay, I have to open all these links real quick. Because there's play Pokemon news, there's the Pokemon Go news, and then of course I wanted to tier. I'm just gonna do play Pokemon tier list. A GBO might be for later, maybe a video. I don't know yet what I want to do with that. I've also become a judge now in Gym Breakers, so because I felt like they need some more people, and yeah, I guess I was gonna help a little bit there. Okay, let's start with the first thing. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I think maybe a combat achievement, but this is like the 4th time I see him there. To the web. Wait. I have multiple things. Okay. Gym Breaker needs more staff. I think so. I mean, I just thought disputes were taking long, and I figured maybe they want help. Javier asked me. I was like, yeah, why not? I usually have a good understanding of stuff. Let's go into the first stuff here that I just saw. This might actually have been posted like 8 minutes ago. On Sundays from September 7th to November 3rd. Oh, that's for 2 months. On Sunday only, okay. Trainers will get trade-based bonuses in Pokemon Go, including an additional special trade. Trade days. All days on Sunday. Sucks for those who work on that, but the trade doesn't take that long. +1 special trade, +1 lucky trade chance. Minus 10% starters cost for trades. Oh, yo. Plus lucky trade chance, okay, cool. +2 Candy XL from trades. Wait, so that's 3? Guys, I'm really afraid that this that with this kind of change, they might be indicating that if Pokemon levels increase, they're gonna do this sort of Eternatus nonsense again, where you need way too many XL candy. At least this makes my legendaries a little bit more better to do. Let me see. Actually, is this? Yeah, you see it well. Wait, that's it. Oh, trade day. Event bonuses. There's nothing just yet. I thought this was the remote rating. trading stuff. Yeah, it's a cool event for sure. Guess I'll have to do that sometimes now. Timed incubator looks pretty cool. To have level 80 moms? Yeah, if my mom could be level 80, then she could actually be helpful in raids and GMAX. That'd be great. Let me turn it on. Yes, this is a great song. Increase distance. Yeah. The impedance straight from wild area Sundays. Yeah, but wild area is like near the very end, right? So you can only do it like once or twice. That's the first step, I guess. Okay. Then there was more. Is this it? Or was it like an actual... Is this the link that I was looking for? No, that's not the link. This is the image that Tristan put there. This is the link that I wanted. Yes. Let's see. If you want this link as well, I will put it in the chat. Well, Man on the Planet already did. Love play Pokemon, me love Gemstone Crab, and love to up the Spurs. Up the Monkfish as well. Up the Monkfish. Okay, let's go through this here. Wait. Okay. From where does it start? What's new? Okay. Was this the one that was posted like a long time ago, but now they added new stuff? Is that what I'm looking at here? Adjusting Swiss storm rounds. Let me. I'm just gonna go skim a little bit. Rolls down with the phone. No. TCG. Okay, this is. This one. Okay, yeah, this is not for Go. So we're just gonna skip that. TCG, we skip that. We skip this as well. Pokemon Travel War. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool, right? In case you don't remember. Well, this is cool for those who do all the regionals. Not just first to fourth place get travel stipend for ICs. It's also 5th to 8th place, although albeit a lower travel stipend, but still nice to have. Very nice rolls. I don't think we need to do that task though, because that takes like 3 minutes to do. Ace Trainer, I don't know what this is. Unite. I think there was new Unite news as well. Oh yeah, and this was revealed at Worlds, right? That because I knew this that Pokemon Champions would be at Worlds, maybe even more. But let's see. Pokemon video game competitors look to earn an invitation. Will continue to compete in Pokemon Carnival. All championship series events prior to the inclusion of Pokemon Champions. Yeah, okay. So as soon as it's announced, well, it's cool for VG people, I guess. Maybe not for Go. Okay, this. Let's start with the negative. Okay, I'm pessimistic. I'll say that. I'm excited. I'm always excited for news, right? Especially when Swiss is mentioned. I go like, woo! This is a no-go. This is someone needs to flag this like that bad. Have we not learned? Have we not looked at freaking anything from the leaderboard? That this is the same guy that's fucking on top sniping himself with different accounts. Hello? How can you... I like the idea, right? To include something of it. But I think that someone does not see the issue that there is with making GBL competitive. What do you think just like streamers are going to do when they're going to push for championship points with GBL? They don't go live. They're not streamers anymore for the last few weeks, maybe the entire week. What's the point if it's Axon going live for the final week if all the Japanese and Chaka are going to snipe him? That is so silly. That is so silly. Wait, really though? I thought it was Grey League. But what? No. I think there was a Grey League format every or now you're confusing me. Where? You're lying to me though. I'm actually checking now. Okay, he's not including Catch Cup. I saw there was a Grey League format every rotation. But this has not been thought through at all. If just going to be based on your why is Saragnis whooping my ass? If this is actually based on final placements, I do not think that this has been remotely thought well. But what also probably makes me less concerned about it is that I doubt you're gonna get like 200 championship points from this, okay? You know what? Maybe 200 championship points is not going to do it for freaking Shake, especially if he's in like Japan. He doesn't even get championship points, or whatever language he had on his profile. So for APAC players, this actually does nothing because they don't even have championship points. That's unfortunate for some, but I guess kind of reduces snipe incentive from them. That said, Shake already did this without any incentive, so who knows? Should probably be 50. I'm so content with 50, to be honest. But like, we don't even know how big the scope is. Let's say it could be top 500 that gets 50. That's totally different, right? I would still say you could snipe your way into there, but you can only snipe so much, right? So wait, it's the guy who's on top right now, right, Henry? I thought this was the same guy. Absolutely. So not concerned too much about how many championship points it's going to be, but I'm really worried for what it's going to lead to, what the future holds, right? We had something. Remember when you had like GBLA? Would you invite Chaka every single week? Because the entire GBL community is simply not acknowledging his placement. And I don't think that Speedy, I'm not speaking for him, but I would think that he's just gonna be like, fuck that. Nope, not doing that. That's breaking every single. Well, it's not breaking a rule, but you know, it's not exactly. There's not a lot of empathy in it. So I don't know. There's a lot that I don't like about this, but morally, for this season, I'm not too concerned, at least. That said, it's probably for the next season anyway, right? Or is it maybe 4 times a season? Like every Pokemon Go season? Wait, that's what it says here. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. US GBLA, yeah, but it's like Speedy needs incentive too, right? If viewers counts drop, it's kind of yuck. Yo, do some welcome in. Much like Pokemon VG cycles regulation formats with varying pools of available Pokemon, Pokemon Go events may now also feature changing rules that's called limited metas. Limited metas will determine the Pokemon available for competitive play with some restrictions and limitations, and any event using a limited meta will announce details during registration. Registration usually like 2 months beforehand or so. This past season, they used non-Go championship points as tiebreaks for players on the bubble. They treat leaderboard CP the same way. It would make sense. I don't know. I like nothing about involving GBL. It's my opinion. Now, this is where this interesting little thing comes from. First off, it's a 2026 season, but I guess they use the year instead. Because that's this. First off, no Little Cup this season. Yes, I demanded this. No, I didn't. But I don't hate seeing it go. If you didn't see, they banned Mythicals, Legendaries, and Ultra Beasts from that cup. So they may be banned in the playmat. No, Giratina. Doesn't matter. I like the idea of limited metas. Now here's another concern I have. Who's making this? Is it the same person who thought GBL should be involved with Play Pokemon? Because then we may have to intervene, hopefully. I saw a post from Mr. Emmy Weedle. Mr. Emmy Weedle. I don't want any official tournaments being a limited meta. I'm not judging on his opinion or what he says, right? The limited metas we have in GBL are not well thought through. They often don't leave room for variety and gets boring after the first 4 days of GBL. Accessibility issues. Yep. He has a point. He has a point. Which meta was it again? Was it Fossil Cup? Fossil Cup was ass. It was absolute, like, it's based on a theme usually, right? But I also want to say that there have been good metas. I didn't hate Great League Remix. I think was it Sunshine Cup? I think Sunshine Cup is not that bad. I don't remember if that was the one, Sunshine Cup, that I didn't hate. There have been metas that were not. Love Cup was pretty decent. Mountain Cup, those were fine. So I'm not gonna say that they were not well thought through. On top of that, Show 6 is straight up different. Straight up different. If ground type Pokemon and Bastiodon are meta, Bastiodon is not meta. It might be in GBL because that has a surprise factor. If you have a Bastiodon on your team and your opponent has K-Wack Diggersby, fuck no, you're not bringing that. Hell no, absolutely not. No chance. So I feel like this is I like it. Let that be clear. I'm a big fan, but for the reason because I think this is a trial and error thing. Right? Maybe it leaves room for more, and maybe it's bad, and we don't want to do more of it. It will be interesting to see it. I have always wanted... Twitch lost connection again. Hold up. Refreshing, Golden. Hope you're happy. Guys, it's literally only Twitch that does this. But now, Ross, I can show you. Ross. I will send you a screenshot. I can actually see the moment that disconnects me from Twitch. Because I have the ping graph open. I lose connection 2 seconds at most. And my Twitch stream is dead. It's so stupid. And then YouTube is just fine. So yeah, that's life. It's life. Where was I? The news. Let's continue with the news. Twitch streamers are vegans. Okay, dudes. I think, let's see. Yes, this was also a thing. Not super happy about, but that's life. Competitors in the Pokemon Go Championship Series may now be expected to use USB hubs as part of the main tournament for regional championships, special championships, international championships, and world championships, requiring competitors to bring their own USB-A headphones. These are very outdated. They already use them at Worlds. I'm gonna have to check for them as well. But I'm guessing that's gonna mean you'll have to use them for future events. This makes me wonder, I haven't checked rules, if that also means this would be necessary for, what's it called? For locals, right? I mean, I've been using freaking wireless anyway, but officially. So does this mean wired connection? Probably, maybe. That said, from what I heard, there were a lot of disputes at Worlds, so I don't know how much wired connection made a difference, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too informed on that. Maybe a question I'll ask later. They know any results or dispute comparisons or something. USB-A headphones. Keep in mind, in Europe we didn't have any issues. This is needed to improve in NA LATAM. Yes, Sanrediro, you say that, but with the latest 1 or 2 recent updates, I feel like the game has not been updating properly as well in battles between European. And previously, I only had this if I was battling in another region or I was playing against a player from another region. If I was playing versus someone in Europe, the game would always update. One turn lag still happened, but at least if I paused, the game didn't pause. And that's something that I also noticed because I played against Tristan a couple days ago. And the game just kept pausing again. And then, I mean, I didn't have faith in the game updating anyway at that point. So you caught a move very simple, but that was frustrating. That whole day. Anyway. Swiss dynamic seeding. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, yes? As far as I'm aware, I don't know if there's going to be Swiss immediately. What can I say though? I know just un peu more. I just don't know what I can say. I don't know when this is going to be. Okay, it might just be say all I know. I don't think I should. I don't know when this is going to be. I don't know how it's going to be. I sent my own ideas, multiple. Maybe that's been used, maybe not. Like day one Swiss, that is what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, that they do Swiss on day one and double elimination on day two. But maybe they don't have enough devices and like at ICs they're gonna split it over 2 days. Possible. That I don't know. I don't know when and the how. So I'm curious to see. I hope it will be Frankfurt, like right off the bat. I just don't know how prepared everyone is for it, because someone, I do think, so again, something pessimistic about it is someone is going to be, how do I say this, the one to experiment on. I cannot remember the English word for it. The guinea pig. Someone's going to be the guinea pig for this. That the Lauren Lolly, yes, the Lauren Lolly for this. There will be an event where they have to test this, and I'm curious to see how that event will stand. Again, positive, trial and error stuff, right? If Swiss is going to be here. I don't know exactly what Swiss dynamic seeding means. I mean, they're explaining right here. Only a portion of a Swiss rounds matching pairings. What's happening with the other ones then? They are not provided with a table number immediately when the round starts, and they will be seeded when space is made available. So that feels like you basically have a group of Swiss, and the rounds might be like an hour long or something, and you basically rotate in that is what I'm thinking right now. Let's say you have 20 tables, 40 competitors, right? And you have 1 hour for a round. They seat like 70% start, the remaining 30. Yes, exactly. Maybe that. Let's just say again. 20 tables, 40 competitors, and you have an hour to play. Whenever you're done, the next set of competitors would rotate in. And whether that's going to be 80 players to play in one round, maybe that's going to be 60 players in one round. I think that is what this kind of means or indicates. Again, don't know when, and someone's going to be the guinea pig, but promising. And then I think more regionals were added, right? If you only look at Europe, I think Europe, all of them have been announced. Frankfurt, Lille, Gdansk. Yo, no rocket event on this, by the way. Can you imagine? No wild area event on this. It's crazy. Stuttgart, Birmingham, UIC, and I think 2 weeks later, Seattle. Sevilla, Prague, Utrecht, Turin. Yeah, I think they have. I think they all have been announced. Latin America, Monterrey. I think they did this with some Apex TCG tournaments on this format, and they are no real rounds. You just queue up to get paired for your next match as soon as your last one is over. Oh, how's that work? Just like a live Swiss bracket? Is that a thing? I've never thought of that. I've never thought of that, actually. Is that even possible? Like, you cannot... Because Swiss seeds based on winning. Does that mean if you win earlier, is that what's your seeding is going to be based on? That sounds kind of off. That theoretically shouldn't worry out. If that's how they're going to do Swiss, that's how they're going to do Swiss. I don't know. It sounds interesting. Buenos Aires, LASC, Merida. Is that new? No, that's not new. Santiago, Curitiba. Okay. Campinas. Is this Brazil? Yes, Brazil. Okay, Brazil's a lot again. All right. This is Brazil, I believe. Yeah, I think Brazil also one of the few countries in South America to do regionals rather than special championships. Yo, Kulash, welcome in. Right, that's one in Brazil. 2, 3. So maybe even, I think last season Brazil had 4 regionals. Maybe there will be one more later. Oh, actually, maybe that might just be including LASC. Yeah, great loves in Brazil. Yes. There will be an ad, by the way. If you don't want to see the ad, go to YouTube. I assume you don't want to see the ad, or you can sub. I wouldn't mind. Anyway, NA also had something announced. Pittsburgh, and they're actually not having the first regional of the season. It's going to be Frankfurt and Monterrey. Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, Las Vegas. I got my my job information stuff kind of today, and this does not look unfeasible. Maybe. But I like Toronto a lot. Toronto's great. This is a cool place. I think they've had a regional before here. Seattle dropping Vancouver. I don't think this is all of them though in North America, because December is missing. I don't know if they're gonna do one there though. And March and April and May. So I think there's 3 missing. Give Texas regional. I think Texas will get a regional. San Antonio was hinted. Maybe it's San Antonio, yeah. Texas might get one. I think Florida had one indicated, right? On the map. Will unretire for Dynamic Swiss. Very good. Hartford, no! There's nothing there, bro! There's nothing, and I've been there! There's 2 good breakfast places in Hartford and nothing else. Yeah, so I think Florida, Texas, and maybe there's Vancouver, but yeah, Seattle's very close to Vancouver, right? So maybe not. What else? I think there will be another West Coast. Las Vegas is a little bit West Coast, but not entirely. So I wouldn't rule out Vancouver still. Vancouver's always been a reliable location for them. You're at the venue, Texas Regional, Texas, yes. Yeah, that'll surely that'll happen. And then Brisbane, which is, I think, if you're from Oceania, this is a big surprise, a big positive surprise. Because it's pretty soon, right? The only one you otherwise had to prepare for is this one, which is not even in this meta. This is not even in the meta that's coming up. So I think for everyone in Australia or New Zealand is going to be like, wait a second, that's the current meta. Cool. What's up, Ganapati? On YouTube, welcome in. So that's the news covered. Yes. Today's yapping stream will also not be too long, by the way, because my jaw is still a bit from the wisdom tooth operation. Being here after Pogash is sad. Yeah, Pogash is very late today, though. No more San Antonio, Dallas, or Houston. I think that might have to do with contracts. I don't know. No opinion. Well, I mean, Houston would probably be easier for me, or the other city, because easier for me to fly in. But who says I'm going anyway? Okay. The next thing. Let me pick up this Arachnis loot for Ross. The next thing is a tier list. Now, I have all these sprites from making videos. I didn't want to download anything else. I was literally here with 3 minutes left of your intro video. That's embarrassing, to be honest. Just almost here with 5 minutes remaining. I might be missing a few sprites. I may not have had everything. I basically took everything that I was like, wait, this has been updated. This might be good. So there's a lot here. The first tier wins a regional, no doubt. Like, this is gonna be like what, the Azumarill of the next season. Maybe on a winning team. I don't know. Could be around. Let's say it wins a regional, no doubt. Used to be Drapion. Maybe on a winning team. Could have been a Pangoro. Could have been barely top 12 usage. Maybe Pangoro, maybe not. May not be. Maybe this is not the good one. Maybe on a winning team. Let's call this definitely top 12. Let's call it that. I think that's better. Quick attack Pichu, and is it just? I don't have a Pichu sprite, bro. Okay, let's start with the first one. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep up with everything. I know this can go pretty fast. We're gonna go by them one by one in this order. And again, if I miss anything that is actually relevant, if you're gonna go with a Pichu respectfully, I'm not going to add that probably. So any other, and there's no difference in regular or shadow here. We just talk over that. Okay. Let's start with Alola Marowak. And what I want to open up... where is it? Flame Wheel. This has been updated. Hold up. This has been updated. And let me see what PvPoke is predicting. Actually, let me move these here. I'm kind of going off PvPoke predictions. Flame Wheel. 1.6, he thinks. 50 energy. Wait, is that... What is it right now, then? That's really bad. 50... Well, it's not really bad, actually. That's a previous dig clone, right? 55. Okay, energy cost decrease and 80 power. Okay, so that is what PvPoke. No Quillava sprite. There's no Quillava sprite, no. That is the AWAC. 45, 80. It is possible. But this is what PvPoke is predicting. So let's go with that. You know what? I should actually open 2 of those. Let's do that. One of the current season, one of the next season. Dude, there's so many of them. It is so possible this is a flame. What's it called? A Duron clone. There's so many. Okay, AWAC. I think it's unlikely. And I think the reason why is because it is just so difficult to make elemental typings work. And I just think other Pokemon might do it a little bit better. The one thing that I do find interesting about AWAC is maybe you run, and also, by the way, the weakness to ground type I don't like. One thing I might find interesting is with Hex. What if you have Shadow Bone and Flame Wheel and Hex? You utilize it as a ghost type Pokemon, like Dusclops, similar, except slower. And you have Flame Wheel as coverage instead. I don't like that. I don't hate that idea. But I do think AWAC's still not gonna make the cut. Alola Ninetales has Weather Ball buffed. Do we see any of this, you guys think? This is gonna be a Dragon type meta, right? If you look at everything that could be viable. Let's open the... There's so much to open here. Let's remove Weedle here. Now, do keep in mind, this is going to be... A9 could depend on Charmy work as well. Yes, it does. It does. Do keep in mind, this is more for GBL. So, like, Bassi is not going to be exactly there. This is something that might hold it back. And that's also why it is possible... if A9 is run, maybe with Power Snow. Why the hell do you think I Bomb Snow, Ross? Is G-Fizz back? Absolutely not. Bassi is definitely gonna win a regional. Is that what you think? I don't think so. I think this is unlikely, but they love Jai might use it in Brisbane. So possible. Leafage Weather Ball. Leafage has been buffed, hasn't it? Oh wait. Where's... Ah, here it is. It has been buffed. You know what? I'll add it, Ross, man. Abomasnow, you say. I still think it's unlikely, though. I'm gonna put it there. Like, what do you think? Leafage will be Shadow Claw? Is that so? I think, was it not 3.5? So you think it's gonna be 3.4? Yeah, 3.5. Is that going to be useful, Abomasnow? I don't feel like it has a lot of weaknesses. And you also cover water types with it, right? Is it likely, though? Do you even beat dragons when they pace faster? That is my concern with Abomasnow, right? If you have grass type as a fast attack, you don't pace as quickly. Doesn't grass ice have the most weaknesses in the game? Yeah, but I also think that it's one of the best offensive. That is my thing. If you can take down, like dragons, Kwak, the Dene, you have play into Cradily, you have play into Lapras. That's a lot. That's a lot Abomasnow can cover. I'm gonna go with a soft, barely top 12 usage. More because more because maybe. But like you say, Trent, yes, Ice is a poor defensive typing, and Scissor is still going to be a thing. That said, I think something like Abomasnow plus Fire has always been good, kinda. Obviously, if opponent has a rock type, maybe not so much, but I think it's hard to play rock. Moving on, Raichu. I think Ribbozo, actually. Volt Switch has been buffed. What else does Raichu have that was okay? Volt Switch, more power. I still think on a fragile Pokemon you want... sorry, you want Thunder Shock? So probably not. It does learn... Yeah, it learns Psyshock. But how good is Psychic coverage exactly? Like, how many Pokemon are going to need that? Surf Raichu sounds interesting. I don't know. It's still not going to save you into Ground-type Pokemon. Like, let's just put this one here already. This one is top meta. Like, I think this one's top meta by far. Okay, Rock Slide being buffed back. And everything that's weak to this Pokemon, I think is going to struggle. If you come with an Electric, I think the Dene is definitely there. Yeah, I don't think that is going to be good. In a Torterra meta. Dude, that's the sprite I was looking for. Wait, give me a sec. I forgot Torterra. Let me get Torterra real quick, thank you. I had it up earlier, and I guess I went live and I totally forgot about it. Where is Torterra? Torterra. Gone. Toadscruel? What do you think is going to pair well with Henry? Torterra. And then... add Torterra. Toad Gary Core. Do I have a Gyarados in here? I do. Great. Okay. Let us continue. Okay. Annihilate. Do we think definitely top 12? I think... This kind of depends if Wigglytuff really comes back, right? Annihilate is something that can force through a lot. What do you think of Annihilate, chat? Do you think barely top 12 usage? I think I should rename this to maybe. Maybe. Should I add another tier with will be around? I think I should do that. Oh, come back. Hey, what the heck? Oh. Oopsie. That's good. Will be around. Let's change the color. Actually, that's fine. You forgot to put Noctowl. Noctowl's a shite Pokemon. Not even changed. I think Annihilate will be around. Will be top 12. If I look like the meta, maybe it's actually decent. Maybe it's actually decent. Like I don't think the psychic buff is going to be very significant. Maybe not. If I look at everything, maybe not. Hard to say. Let's say we'll be around. Okay, Altaria, what do we think? Get Nido in pot tier. Lantern, yeah, I was thinking of it. I don't think it's going to be great. Still best fighter, yeah, that is true, but I'm not sure if the fighter meta is exactly that great. Flamethrower now important Altaria. It's definitely good coverage. Why did I forget Alolan Sandslash, by the way? Oh, that's his favorite Pokemon. There we go. Sky Attack. Sky Attack. 50. This is okay, I guess. It's not exactly great. 45 energy would be good. Altaria wins a regional, do you think that? Square shoulder. Malamar Shadow will be there. I think it's unlikely, honestly, Malamar, because Bug is still going to be on a lot of teams. And I think Dark types too. I think I honestly think Altaria might be. I think it's going to be top 12. Altaria has good stats. Like good stats, right? Yeah. And if you have faster pacing, you can also choose between Dragon Red Pack. I still think Dragon Red is the way, otherwise you lose to other dragons. Did I have Dartrix? I did not. Murkrow is a shout. Do I have that sprite? I think I do actually. I don't. Maybe for later. I think it's gonna cope anyway. I've seen people talk about it. There's like 15 on stat products. Let's be real. I think Altaria will definitely be top 12. As I was saying, it has really good stats. 2200 stat products. That's let's see. Nah, not exactly Lictor. Lapras. It's bulkier than Lapras. So I think that this is going to be a good Pokemon. I also think it's easy to counter, because I think Alolan Sanchez will be very good. I think this will definitely be top 12. I don't think that Altaria will immediately win. This is maybe though. Maybe. Because this is the one thing that keeps Kwak in check really well, right? That this might be the main. I have a thing open. Oh, actually, this is easier. Okay. I'm not adding Dartrix, by the way. I'm not gonna add Murkrow though. Thank you, because like I'm not buying it. I'm gonna be real. I'm not buying it. Let's keep it here for now. Maybe we can change later to wins a regional, no doubt. Next, Araquanid. What do we think? I think it will be around. I think. Wait, do I not have a Fortress in here? Oh, I do. Okay. Araquanid is going to be around. I don't think it's going to be very prevalent, but again, Kwak is a good Pokemon. If you target Kwak plus A/ plus Lapras, you take those three with Araquanid. I think that's good. I think that's very good about it. If there's some Diggersby around still, could be good. And Mudslappers in general, right? We still know the energy changes. No, not exactly. So I'm going off with some beef poke changes. Not all of them. Okay, Artibax. Do we think unlikely or will be around? I think this is really good coverage, to be honest. Really good coverage. The only problem of this Pokemon, and that's something Araquanid also does, by the way, is Scissor. Scissor. That's why I think this will be around. I'm also going to put Scissor in S right away. I think Scissor looks even better now. It's difficult to run fire. Speaking of, Talonflame, pretty good into those two on top, by the way. I think this might be a Pokemon that's usable. Charizard. What do you think of Charizard? Maybe top 12 usage. This is still a very fragile Pokemon. But I do think that the door's been opened for both. I want to put Gyarados at a will be around. But like a front will be around. Like, I don't believe Gyarados will be top 12, but it's gonna be a top player is going to get top 8 with Gyarados. I'm 100% sure of that. They are going to be they're going to be around. ZZ will run it. Maybe I think if everyone runs it, ZZ will no longer find it interesting. He wants something cool. If everyone runs Gyarados, ZZ does not run Gyarados, and I know that because he's just like me. I don't find Giratina cool anymore to run one now that everyone has one. Okay, this one might be a Cope. I think this is a Rebozo. I also think Azu might be unlikely, or do we think Azu's unlikely or not? Maybe it will be around. Maybe it will be around. Human Catcher Bug. I think he's gone, bro. Azu will never be gone. Yeah, that is a better statement. Will be around. Yeah, especially in a Dragon type meta. Right, dude. I see all these picks, and I'm like, this guy's play into like everything. Look at this. Araquanid. Let's play here. Let's play here. Okay, this one not so much. Play. Probably dies to a Bubble Beam. Azu will be tier 12. Okay. Oh, top 12. Sorry. Bozo me. Maybe you played this? Like, you're bulkier. Oh, Rufflet looks good. Fuck this Pokemon. Rufflet? Ooh, Rufflet. Let me see. Rufflet. Ooh. Busty, winner regional, no doubt. I refuse, bro. I refuse. I'm a big Basti fan, but it ain't happening. Do I have a Rufflet sprite? Maybe I'll add it. Why not? If I have one, I'll add it. I do not have one. I will show... Dartrix has no play, bro! Does it? Ooh, actually... Oh, wait. Actually, I might have to respect that. Wait, I might have to respect that. Hold up. I retract my words very quickly. Because, of course, Peck could be really good, right? Okay, Ross, okay. Trix's buns. You know, I've had a discussion with the British, and I'm like, this afternoon, and I'm like, please just speak a language. And I don't know what you mean by buns. Of course, you're American, but still. Fine, Dartrix will be around. I'll put it there for you guys. Rufflet can go with Rock Tomb, Flyer, Vapor. Yo, that's Pog. That's how the boy lives. Beelzebub has Basti in A tier. Yo, did Beelzebub make one? It's unlikely, bro. I don't know, maybe. Dartrix has actually good bulk. Like, this is respectable. It's very respectable. I think Rufflet is more like an unlikely Pokemon, but maybe we'll see an appearance. Shadow Pig Knight. That doesn't have great moves. I know that's Rock Tomb, but that also is Flame Charge as the other attack. Do we think Blastoise around? Look at this, guys. I'm gonna say this. Blastoise play into all of these. Fight me on this. I think Blastoise it might be top 12. I think it is solid. That brings me to another Pokemon soon. I'm gonna add this one as well right here. If you disagree, let me know. But I think Empoleon is insane. It's just gotta watch out for Marowak, but this has like play into everything with Metal Sound. I think this is gonna be. The thing is it going to be Windsor Regional? No doubt. Shadow or regular amp? I've not looked into Sims. Because I want to know the exact energy values, and then I'll start up. Then I'll start my team building and everything. You think it will be a bit underwhelming, and then right below that is one of the biggest winners possible. That's yeah, I think Lapras definitely top 12. I think Lapras has so much play into everything. Probably still has good play into Empoleon. Keep in mind, Drill Peck is also buffed. Right? So I think Lapras also deserves to be there. Okay, Bronzong has been buffed. What do you think of Bronzong? I think it's... do you think this will be around? I don't think... nah, if I look at the top Pokemon, it does have a lot of play. Bronze over Bronze, that's a lie. Maybe Speedy will run this. Is Shadow Piplup in rotation? It's not, actually. Screw this Pokemon. Like, look at this, right? You have Basti and... Where's the ranking? You have Basti and Carbink like up top here. And then the other Pokemon are Kwak, Scizor, and Empoleon, which dig on these two Pokemon. Which is like stupid. Okay. I'm just gonna put all of these here. These have been buffed. I do not think any of these have good play. Even though Weather Ball has been buffed. I think the only Pokemon that really benefit from Weather Ball buff have been the Ninetales, both Alolan and Kanto. But I don't think anything else of that. Charge Buck, what do you think? Normal and unlikely? What do you think that? I think this might be around. It's not bad into some of these. If you have Volt Switch, you're much worse into Kwak, but better into the other Pokemon. It's funny. Okay, this. I'm gonna put this in. Will be around, maybe. No, maybe unlikely. Like this front unlikely, maybe. Maybe Volt Switch might be good. Like, look at these. No, I'm gonna put in will be around. Maybe Shadow Chargebug is wicked. Clotsire, Dragulch, Turtonator, too many hard walls. Okay, but Clotsire, I don't think is even going to be top meta. I'm almost dying at the spider. I'll teleport out. I don't think Clotsire will be around. Dragulch, I do not see play for that at all. Turtonator is cool. Right, Sanrio? But maybe Turtonator. Do I have a Turtonator sprite? I do, right? Yeah. What do we think of Turtonator, guys? I'm almost leaning for maybe just around. Do you think so? Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because the problem is also that you lose to other dragons. Right? You lose to other dragons, you're weak to Mud Slap. I think that's kind of what's holding it back. I'm gonna put like here. I think it would be more common than an Azumarill. That's what I think. I think I want to put it more like this. Come here. Yeah. I think I like this. Let me grab my gear again real quick. Otherwise Rawls just match with me. Okay. Azu will be on every team. Now that is a lie. Phasmofire in his account is a bit underwhelming. So what do you think of Talonflame then? Do you think Peck is the way? Dragon and ground weakness is awkward. Yeah. I'm just looking at like top meta, right? Because I do think that Fire might have some place somewhere. Yeah, it's kind of maybe it's unlikely. Maybe it's unlikely. Let's put it here. Shadow Politoed with Ice Beam. Politoed's interesting. Let's add it. It has been buffed with Weather Ball. I do think it's very unlikely. But maybe? Maybe. Let's put it a little bit up front. Like here. Is Primeape on the list? Primeape is on the list. It is on the list. Amber Typhlosion. Amber's points team will be... Oh yeah, dude, that might be wicked. You are definitely right on that. You love building new Pokemon? Yeah, I build a lot well, really bad Pokemon actually the past couple days. What do you think of Claydol, guys? Is Claydol officially dead? I think Claydol's dead, right? We just have a better Mud Slapper. Claydol's had its time. I think it's a Rip Bozo for Claydol. I think it's absolute Rip Bozo. That is my opinion. What have you run? Well, you actually already had Ice Beam. You already had Ice Beam, right? It would tackle this top meta, right? Put Nidoqueen in the bottom. Okay, I'll put Nidoqueen in the bottom. I think Nidoqueen is just sad because it's a Mud Slapper that's weak to other ground. That's sad. I think Claude is one of those Pokemon that's just always going to be... that there will be a few in the tournaments, probably. Yeah, is there going to be? Is there reason to run Claude? I don't think there's reason to run Claude. I think Claude's Rebozo. Let's put it behind. Nah, up front of the Rebozo. Claude Sire. Yeah, I think that's better. It's just also going to be really slow in some of these, right? Claude can be enough bulky to be around. Yeah, maybe you're right. Like, even into like Blasters and Zard, he might not be the worst. Even into Gyarados. Let's put it Claude with Water Pulse. That is actually a decent call. I don't think it will be feasible, but straight up. Is it straight up or definitely top 12? What do you guys think? I think that Sand Attack is so poor, but its typing is so good, plus Air Cutter. Might be big. One of the KWAC checks. I haven't checked the Scissor matchup, but I reckon it's much better with Air Cutter now. Top 12 solid, but I don't know if always winning. Yeah, always winning is hard to say. I would say likely. Maybe. I refuse to believe Corp won't be. I feel like this book was always Scopium. Okay. Let's put it definitely top 12. I think especially as Community Day Pokemon. I think this guy sinks a little bit away. I have a feeling this guy. I'm gonna put like here. I think Cordilli drops. That's what I think. I'm gonna go a little bit faster because my jaw is starting to hurt again a little bit. The Dene, do we think definitely top 12 or is the Dene dead? I think it's gonna keep some things in check still, right? Like Dragons and Water. I think Dene will still definitely be around. Guys, I am so excited for this Pokemon, but Steel types are a problem. I don't know what to pair this with. I think this will be around. Like, Rockwrecker is legit. Legit as fuck. But the Steels hold it back. Dugong, I think, will be around. Top 12 the Dena? Yeah, I think as well. Diggersby? Do we think top 12 usage? I honestly think it goes right here. Shadowcross or normal? I think you want normal. Like, Rockwrecker probably one-shots a lot of things. And maybe regular can just barely hang on better into Pokemon like KWAC. No point running Ironhead on core anymore, right? I don't know what the other move. I haven't looked into that. I think you want payback for the mirror, though. I think Diggersby might die out, especially with Altaria being meta. Dragalge, I think, is unlikely. Right? Dragonair, I think will be around. Getting to Aquatil quick, I think is very valuable. And now Wrap is easier to get to. Sky Attack, Air Cutter, or Sky Attack Payback. Really? You would not run Air Cutter, Sonrio? I think you always run Air Cutter, no? Drapion, maybe top 12 usage. Against Steel types are difficult, but I think Drapion is one of those Pokemon that's always playable, right? Or do we think will be around? Seeking with Pack? No, there's no chance. Ready Drago? Great call. I don't have the sprites. Cristiano! Let's add that soon. Ready Drago. Dragonite, I think same category will also be around. Oh, come here. What about Goodra? We do have Goodra. Do you think Goodra's good, actually? I think Goodra might actually be really good with coverage into these two. Like, I think you still probably lose like twos, maybe even ones to Empoleon. Probably two, just twos. Thunder Punch, Dragonite is huge. Yeah, what do you give up? Superpower? I guess. What charge moves would you run? I think Thunder Punch plus Dragon Claw. That's what I think. Maybe you don't need superpower power as much. I don't know. Dragon Claw maybe, yeah, but then you're like resistant to a lot of things with fighting and electric coverage. Maybe? I don't know. I do think that like there's hardly any reason to run Dragonite over Altaria. That's why I kind of put it low. Ah, Tristiano has sent the Regidrago. Perfect. Regidrago is actually a Pokemon that I wanted to even look into myself. I'm gonna put this right here. You know what? No, I think maybe Dragonair is better than Regidrago, no? What about Kingdra? I think Kingdra... I think I have it on there even. Maybe not. Did I not have a Kingdra? No. I thought I had it, but that's fine. It's there. Last row. Oh, okay. I think it's unlikely. Yes, that's what I want to say. Because this... Wait, this gets Swift. Yeah, this gets Swift. Okay. I still think it's the worst of the dragons. But Water and Dragon is a interesting typing. Gyarados better than Kingdra. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Stab Dragon Breath usually means something. And also Octazooka is nice. Non-step Swift. Yeah, but Swift is not resisted by a lot. If you can like outpace Scissor, I think you just win, no? Because you will pace faster than Scissor to charge stacks. You might just win the evens. Yo, Kelvin, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Welcome in. Drifloon, what do we think? I think it's unlikely, to be honest, but I'm gonna put like a little bit here. Because I think Drifloon has play, just because of sheer damage output, fast damage output. Dusclops. Do we think definitely top 12? I think Dusclops is just too good to ignore. I think Dusclops goes like here, maybe. Like, especially, look at this. Ice Punch just fights into like everything, right? And maybe more like here. Dunsparce. Yeah, especially if Drapion goes out a little bit, then maybe dude, yeah, if Drapion and Diggersby are going out. Dude, these Pokemon are going to be wicked. Yeah, you guys are right. These two are going to be wicked. Leaves us to another thing. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I think Galarian Moltres is even better. If you need to cover K-Wack and Ghosts, Moltres is your goat. That Moltres is your go-to. I haven't simmed any everything, but maybe you just farm down Empoleon as well. That's not with Dynamic Punch. I don't think there's a lot of normals and bulky steals to hit. Even Lapras is an iffy matchup. I think it's unlikely, but maybe like here. Yes. Shadow Murkrow is your goat. I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. And I think this Pokemon... Is there a reason to run Mandibuzz over Moltres, honestly? This, honestly, goes to the back of unlikely. And honestly, I think... I don't see reason to run Mandibuzz over Moltres. I'm just not gonna lie. There's hardly reason. You run Mandibuzz if you don't have Moltres. Like, that's why. Or barely visible. That's a Dark Sprite. Dunsparce, I'm gonna put it unlikely. Fortress, we saw Worlds was really good. I think this is good play. Like, resisting steel is very valuable. Having good play into Moltres is also good. Do we think maybe top 12 or will be around? Manbuzz bulky and Moltres less offensive. Yeah, I just don't think it's really good, to be honest. Like, the only thing it does is take bulk, but all its losing matchups are incredibly bad. And Moltres just farms down things. Like, the thing is, Mandibuzz, especially with Air Slash, can lose to Ghosts. And if you run Snarl, I think Moltres destroys you. Especially with Aerial. Yeah, remember, also keep in mind Aerial Ace nerf. At King Gambit? Dude, there's no way I have a sprite for that. Did King Gambit even get a buff? It didn't. Put in Ribbozo then. Let's put in Ribbozo. Do we see Gator? I think Gator's Gator dead, honestly, if you look at what's meta. Honestly, I'm gonna put it unlikely. Tristan. I'm not gonna add Kim. I do not believe in King Gambit. Oh, crap. YouTube chat, come back. There we go. Hopefully a bit less RPS meta, I hope so. Why lower than Dusclops? What is? Ah, the OCIC, yes. Okay, Florges, keep in mind, gets chilling water. I don't think the meta is very friendly to it. So I'm actually going to put this will be around, maybe not even, honestly. Like, I think if you pick a fairy, you might just want to go with the Dene, but if you don't want a fairy that's weak to grounds, I mean, I'm pretty sure Kwak just wins ones and twos. Maybe. Why does Snore lower than Dusclops? Dusclops is bulkier. Ice Punch cover is really valuable into like Lapras. Or sorry, not Lapras. Don't throw Ice Punch into Lapras. Into Altaria and Kwak as well. Ferret. Do you think top 12 ever gets top 12 usage? I'm gonna go with no, but definitely will be around. Dude, did I? Oh no, I do have. I also think this Pokemon is still very good. I think this Pokemon is still very good. I don't think it wins a regional right away. For maybe top 12. I don't think Ferd is top 12, especially considering like the Kwak matchup is so. I think you only really grab Ghosts. Maybe there's argument for yes. I think there's also argument for no. I think I really think Incineroar is Ribbozo. There's no way this Pokemon can be safe, bro. No chance. I think this also is unlikely Galarian Weezing. Yo, Breaking Swipe Garchomp. Guys. Breaking Swipe Garchomp, come on. Thoughts? This is Windsor Regional, right? Windsor Regional? Probably not. Probably not. Why would you use the fly? Can you just... This is fun. I just put it there because it's buffed. And so is Gastrodon. Gastrodon also has kind of been buffed with Water Pulse. Which is why... I don't know. I feel like Gastrodon is also an iffy Pokemon to use. Beats Empoleon even harder. Gastrodon's gonna win a regional? I don't know, man. Tonto Run says Maxi. I don't know about that. I think Izza definitely will be around. Don't think it's gonna be as popular as Kwak, even remotely close. Giratina, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I look at everything, Giratina does not counter anything on this. I don't think there's reason to run Giratina. I would love for Giratina to become meta. Giratina would be fire in this meta. The meta that we have now. I do not think it's better. Shadow Purified. Yeah, excellent question. Water Pole is good. Is that the... No, I don't think Glotsire has a lot of play. Like, the steel types are going to be tough. And also Lapras, of course. I don't even know what you want to drop. Like, Stone Edge seems like a move you want for flyers. Earthquake is a move that's kind of mandatory. I'm just here to say I'm fine with the Gastrodon placement. It's a tough Pokemon to use always. I don't think... I think there will be Giratina. Don't think it's good. I really don't think it's good. They are much better Pokemon to use. But it will be around. It's a solid bulky dragon, but it's also weak to a dark type. Like Toadscroll, maybe. I mean, this is a Rip Bozo, Aerial Ace Nerf, get fucked. Guys, I think this Pokemon's good. I think this Pokemon's good. I'm leaning to either maybe top 12. Definitely top 12. What about other Giratina? It's even slower. Same typing. I don't think it's good. With Fury Cutter, I think this Pokemon's great. The problem that this Pokemon now has, you get outpaced. You get outpaced by these. But if you have Fury Cutter, you beat Moltres. You definitely beat Kwak. You're not bad into these. I'm actually going to go with this. Because of Altaria. Vigoroll is definitely not bad because of counter being bad. Even though his charge stack's been... Steelix? Yeah, I think Steelix goes on there as well. You see, guys, there's only one thing, though. No one's gonna run, like, all in top 12. I think it has good play. And yes, I think it's very good still. But I do think that Altaria and Steels might be a little bit of a problem. These ghosts are... Yeah, I mean, Corsola is not a great matchup, but I don't think it's unplayable. I would not be surprised to see this Pokemon around. To cover, like, Talon or any Fire plus Kwak course. It's very good at that. It's not even too bad into Scissor. Maybe you can even see it with Shadow Claw, right? If there's some normal types. Maybe. But this is all Steel, right? This is all Steel, and then Moltres and Kwak. So, not everyone's going to run everything, but... I could see 2 or 3 of these Pokemon on a winning team for sure. Greninja. I think in a Dragon-type meta, unlikely. I'll be honest, especially with Empoleon pacing faster now. To be honest, though, so I put it in will be around, simply because it actually has play into all of these. But I think that everything else it just doesn't do well. Like, everything that's going to be around this will probably beat Greninja. I don't think there's a lot of fighting type Pokemon, though. Grumpig, what do you think? Play? Maybe. But I think Ghosts are just going to hold it back so much. Guys, this is a good one, though. Guzzlord. Guzzlord? Isn't this, what did I buff on Pig? I don't know, I just saw it. I thought maybe. This might be getting really quick. Guts is not worse than Drago? I disagree. Because you check these guys. And if you're faster than Kwak, maybe that's also going to be really good. You also beat Galarian Moltres. So, no, I do think that Guzzlord is better. The only thing that holds Guzzlord back, also does with Regidrago, is that Fairies annihilate you. Below third. Maybe top 12. Ooh, there we have all take. Maybe Gus sleep because Drago's here. If Gus gets 4, Dragon Tail Sludge Bomb will be interesting. But what do you need Sludge Bomb for, Axon? If I look at all of these, what do you want Sludge Bomb for? The Dene? I don't think you even want that. Maybe. Like, I think you're still just looking at a Dragon plus Dark moveset. Just to tackle Moltres plus Ghost Course. Something like that. I'm actually gonna put it here, maybe. I think this Pokemon can be really good. I think Sludge Bomb does nothing, honestly. I think there's nothing. You died to 4 charms from Wiggly, probably. Maybe 5 now that's endless damage. I think Guzzlord might be actually really good. It's possible. What's Beef saying on Dragon Tail again? Could help with Azu. There's no way Azu's high usage. 4. So 13 energy per. That's 3 Dragon Tail. If Beef is right, 3 Dragon Tail for 1 Brutal Swing. What does he have for Dragon Claw? Does he have 4580? Yeah, of course he does. What about Breaking Swipe then? Whoa. That's an insane nerve, isn't it? Yeah, damn. Well, I mean, it's 100% chance to drop the attack, I guess. So maybe not so much of a nerf. But 3 Dragon Tail for Brutal Swing? I think this might be big. I think Guzzler might be big. Akumo. What does it have again? Brick Break, Dragon Claw. Oh, Rock Tomb! Bull! No! No! Not Rock Tomb! Oh, okay. There's play. There's good play. But I'm gonna put some Will Be Around. I don't think it's gonna be top meta right away. But that's wicked. I think that's wicked. The thing is though, if you think this is gonna be 45 energy, this has no cheap charge stacks, right? Maybe that doesn't matter if Dragon Tail is gonna be so much energy. Maybe it doesn't matter. Right? If it's if Dragon Tail 13, you need 4, it's 12 turns. Maybe not too bad. Why do I have Hakumo with no Kumo? Do I not have Kumo? Oh, I did. You're right. I thought I added Kumo. Yo, what's up, JR? We'll run City's run Thunderfang or Dragon Tail. I think maybe it's time for Dragon Tail. I think it's gonna be what's in the new meta, right? In the November meta for GBL. Maybe that's an indication. I don't think it's gonna be top meta, but 4 for Clang skills and close combat can be wicked. I want to say that it might not be too good though. I think you're overlooking Charm. Oh, I am not overlooking Charm. Trust me. But I'm also not overlooking these wicked steel types here when fires are to play. I do think this. We might go a little bit over top 12 Pokemon here. Well, definitely. But we'll sort it out later. Wiggly might be really good. If Charm is like an Astonish clone. This is actually the opposite. Right? Am I wrong? It's not Astonish clone according to Beefbo. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Top 30 usage, yeah, maybe. But the thing with Wiggly is I think Wiggly. Okay, so this is what I think about Wiggly. I think it will be top 12 for the very first tournaments. Maybe the first 2. Maybe in one region and not in the other. I also do think practice storms are going to help a lot, though, to determine what's going to be. But I don't think this Pokemon's good. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Frankfurt and Montreal, the first one's trend. K-Wax gonna be a tough matchup. K-Wax just it doesn't matter if Icy wins. K-Wax is just gonna be brutal with outpacing. Scissor, you do not want to be into Scissor with this. You do not want to be an Empoleon into this. I'm not gonna say that Tinkaton's much better there, but it's a little bit, probably feels a little bit better and safer. This, maybe it's okay if it runs Dragon Tail. Maybe I doubt that's gonna be great though, because Pokemon's usually Volker. Did anyone tell Elite that Rockslide will do more damage than Bone Club? Is that so? Oh. He spoke! Let's throw on the Snorlax or something. Ooh, it does now! Why is Empoleon going to be relevant next season? Excellent question. It's going to get Metal Sound, which means that it will get access, it will get to Hydro Cannon and Drill Peck in 5 fast attacks, which is very fast. Steel and Water is just a really good typing, and also Drill Peck gets buffed. So it's going to be better neutrally as well. Hypno. I think unlikely. Ghosts. Jellicent. I think Jellicent's interesting. I don't think it's bad. I've been thinking about Jellicent, to be honest. Like, oh, Jellicent. Great Pokemon. But no. It's just going to be Glare Mold really back holding it down, right? If you think of something like it walls Empoleon. Where's Big TD? I don't think that'll be a thing, my friend. It can deal with K-Wack. I think you lose twos, though. What are they changing it? I just think it could be in meta. It can beat Scissor. It has play into other ghosts. Has play into this. Walls Lapras. I think Jellicent might be decent. I think Jellicent's decent. Jirachi, dude, that's a great call. Sprite. Stone. Great call. Jump Love. Fuck you. I think Latios is unlikely. There's better dragons. Psychic typing also doesn't really help. Maybe Tixon's not here. Let me check real quick. Jirachi. Got it. Why is nothing loading right now, bro? I can't load anything. I do not have it. Let me get freaking Jirachi. Jirachi. There we go. Got it. No worries. I also have the website with sprites. Look, oh, you don't see it on this one. It's fine. Okay. Where was I? Jirachi. Let's add it. I mean, Jirachi is definitely going to be around. Like a little bit here, maybe. With probably Doom Desire, Aura Sphere. Gonna be sick. I think it's gonna be pretty sick. That's playing to a lot. It's the thing is, I also think like look at the top meta though. Maybe not so good. Maybe it's not so good. You lose to K-Wack. You lose to Scissor, probably, likely. Empoleon, I cannot imagine that's a great matchup. Maybe though. You probably win zeros. Maybe once. I don't think twos, but perhaps. Maybe. Lose, win. Probably win. Maybe. Probably. Very likely. Yeah, let's put it a little bit ahead, I guess. It's just, guys, it's just K-Wack. K-Wack is freaking me out, okay? K-Wack is freaking me out. I think K-Wack is just number one. Dazzling Gleam for Dragon. Yeah, you can. That is true. You had your first ever expert yesterday. Let's go. Will it be worth buying a Research IV's Moltres? Depends on how much value you put in this game. If you buy tickets now and then I would say yes. If you are free to play, I would say no, because you can also do a daily interventions every day. Dodrio. Like it. I know it has been buffed. Let's see the bulk. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. If Kwak rises, Dartrix also does. Okay, dude. Listen, here's what I'll give you. Dartrix will be the best flying grass type Pokemon, okay? Fearow, great call, I think. Drill Pack Drill Tristan! Let me get it. Fearow. Where the hell is it? It's not near Pidgey. Oh, I got it. I saved the image as Drill Pack. Very nice. It's in your DM. We'll be around. We'll definitely be around. Maybe there's no way top 12 used to drive a Fearow? What do you think? Where is it? Drill Pack. It gets to really fast in 5. Drill Run in 6. Not bad, but you don't have base steals. That's the problem. Right, and you also lose CMP. Probably? I don't even know, actually. You don't. You don't lose CMP. You do lose here, though. Probably is bulkier than I thought, actually. Yeah, Fearow is really glassy. Let's keep it to, I lost my browsers. Let's keep it to just, maybe someone will use it. I don't even know where I left the Fearow now. Is Oranguru outpaced Drifloon with Confusion update? Excellent question. I mean, it's probably a positive matchup anyway, right? What was this? 14 energy per thing now? Wait, that's next season. Why did I close this? Come back. Oh, moves. Confusion. Yeah, 14 energy per. That's 3.5. Yeah, you do outpace. That'd be interesting though. Maybe we'll be around. I think it's unlikely. Lickitung, honestly unlikely. Like, you'd think Lickitung has so much play into all of these. Maybe though with Body Slam buff might be big for it. Let's keep it will be around, maybe. Yeah, Oranguru is always a limited meta king, right? Licky's so back. I don't know. I think this is still Ribose. I was thinking maybe with the Rock Slide buff could be good, but nah. I don't think Melmetal is a lot of play. Better steel types, right? This buffed or not buffed, but that was previous season. It has Size Shock and Weather Ball. This is going to be spammy. I just don't think it has the bulk to be spammy. But I also think this is unlikely. Primeape. I think definitely will be around. With Ice Punch coverage, goaded. Do you think maybe top 12? Rage Fist Ice Punch goes hard into all of these. I'm gonna put it at maybe top 12. Like Guzzlord top 12. I don't think Ice Punch Prime is sick. Yeah, I think so too, but you just get farmed down by so much, right? That's my concern with Primeape. It's always such an easy farm. I'm gonna put this a little bit behind, by the way, because I think Drapion just sucks into everything. Yeah, I'll grab some egg potatoes real quick. Yeah, I'm actually more positive. Maybe a little bit like in front of Blastoise. Drapion should go down a tier. You guys think so? Yeah, I just feel like Drapion always is playing to a lot, but I mean, Drapion is a counter to Moltres, kind of. And also to Ghosts. I don't think Drapion goes away entirely. And I think that it's spammy enough to be always good. I think I want to keep Drapion still here, but at the back of it. So it just looks at Guzzler's butt. Patrice unlikely as Swift now. I think this Pokemon, Quack, it's such a weird neutral Pokemon. I'm gonna put it maybe top 12, I think. Just because of how much neutral play it has, right? Quack is evergreen. That is, you've never had a that's the best, the most accurate description I've ever heard for Quack right now. Like, it's just such a neutral Pokemon that if you don't know what to put on your team, Quagsire probably fits. It probably fits. It's not a great Pokemon, I think, but it fits. Don't think this is a thing. Rayquaza obviously wins everything. Sableye will be around, right? Will be around. Quack lose to Dartrix unplayable. Okay. Celio buffed. Body Slam and Water Pulse. Almost his entire moveset. I think it's a very high chance we're going to see this. But the Steel types hold it back. Maybe I want to put it maybe top 12 usage. You know, do I want to put Tinkaton 1 down? Maybe leave it there. I think there's good play for Celio. Celio is quite bulky. Celio like 2000, 2100. This is really big. Is Surf still better? That'd be sad. Surf. Water Pulse. Surf is better. It's not even... Okay, just a Body Slam buff for Celio. Yeah, maybe I'm overestimating it. Maybe I'm overestimating it. It got the Water Pulse buff, but Water Pulse probably not even better still. Yeah, let's put it here. I think this could play for it. I don't think it's bad at all. Oh, dude! You're right. No, you're right. Somadio, you're right. Lapras is what's going to annihilate it. I think this is a Rebozo. Will the meta Stealing Shadow or normal? Hard to say. I think both are very viable. Will be around, and it's because there's people like Valarash and Galax. That's the only reason I want to put it here. I don't think it's good. Nah, this no way. Ace spacing bad. Well, that's not what you rely on anyway. My concern is this thing right here, Altaria, which is going to... Yeah, you don't want to serve into Altaria. Fuck it. Toadscruel, Henry's not here anymore. I think is a worse Torterra. And I think Torterra might just be around. Just to wall this thing right here, and you have good play into other crap. Henry's. No, I think Torterra's better, dude. You have Frenzy. Wait, what's the bulk? What's the bulk? Okay, let's see. Oh, hold up. So this is what's bothering me, right? You have Stone Edge on Torterra. So if you can farm down like a K-Wack and you throw a Stone Edge into a Moltres, how much does that do? Very situational. But that's 72%. That's pretty wicked, right? And I'm simming with rank 1s. So maybe let's make 75. That's pretty wicked, right? That's why I rate Torterra higher. But Toadscrew has Seed Bomb. And Seed Bomb is now 4 Mud Slap. So that's not bad. I just think that Toadscrew has less play into anything that's... I mean, it's not like Torterra is like a straight up a Moltres counter now. There's a Stone Edge. And maybe you even want to run Sand Tomb, bro. Maybe you just want to go degen. Run Shadow Torterra, Frenzy Plant, Sand Tomb. I think that might even be better anyway. And you just run Fairies to counter Moltres or something. Or Ice. Or anything else that's not weak to Dedenne. That's Torterra Dedenne core there. I create. I just murdered a open gray leak, so I'm fully RPS now. Good luck. I think Toad Scroll's less flexible. It's bulkier, but I think Torterra makes a slightly better case. You know what, for Henry, I'm going to put it in. Maybe. We'll be around. Maybe, perhaps. We'll be around, perhaps. Basti Torterra Toad Scroll is the most wicked GBL team. Crap. I have to delete that message. no, there's a core breaker. Corvi Knights. Kinda? Maybe? Basti probably still fine into it. Also, Chestnut. Oh my god. Okay, that's if you want war. Talonflame. What do we think of Peck Talonflame? Do you think it will be around? Top 12 usage? I want to put it like will be around. There's just so much water. If you have Peck, at least dragons won't annihilate you. Then you also lose... Like, you cannot incinerate down some things, though. Talon has to be Ribbozo. Top of unlikely, really? Yeah. You reckon double legacy core might be the play? I think Ironhead is the move you do not need. Spirit 2 unlikely. One of my favorite though. That's why I put it there. Togetic unlikely. But this with more energy charm, Aura Sphere. Didn't Togekiss get another thing, by the way? Yes, Peck. Yes. So Peck, Dazzling Gleam, Aura Sphere. Isn't that wicked? Is Murkrow on the list? I think Murkrow's Copium. I know with the Sprite, but I think it's Copium. Like 15 on stat products. It's not Rayquaza. When are we doing this same tier with players? No. But let's be real. Do we think there's play for Togetic? Leafage Lurantis. That's something. Togetic has Psyshock. Psyshock could be used as well. I do think Dazzling Gleam might be a little bit better as to counter Pokemon like Moltres and Dragons, even though Dragons should probably beat anyway. But Psychic, it doesn't really check a lot, you know? Dazzling Gleam with Stab just hits a little bit better. I think it will be around. I think this has a lot of play. Togekiss and Grey League is a little bit fragile, though. I think like 1700, 1800? Yeah, 1800 stat products. Charm, Sideshock, Arsphere. Well, Square Shell, you're right on what to run on that. I think Dazzling Gleam might be the way. Arsphere might be 45 energy. But on the other hand, it is very expensive to get a Dazzling Gleam. That's 6 charms. How can we get Rayquaza on the... Yeah, you have to trade with a lot of people. That's a Ribbozo, of course. Oh, of course, Peck. Yeah, sorry, that was what I was saying. I think if you run Peck, then you run Dazzling Gleam. Maybe if you run Charm, you do run Slice Shock. Would you run Leafage Blade on what? Leafage Blade? Yo, is Trevor back, guys? Trevor, is he back? Lurantis? It's okay, I guess. I don't really see it thriving in a Scissor meta. Maybe just play for it, but Scissor Altaria just destroy it, right? If it's 35, I think it's gonna be 40. If it's 35, it's gonna be meta. I think you just straight up still lose to Lapras, no? Maybe if it's 35, you don't. Altaria probably gonna be tough. Other ghost types gonna be doing more damage to you. Bro, there's no way. I'm gonna put this behind. There's no way. If this is top meta, people run Trevenant. I ain't buying it. There's no way. This feels like Trev Noctowl meta, but actually, people ran Trevenant in the Noctowl meta. Hmm. People ran yeah. Now that I think of it, Vex. Nah. Potential. I think there's big potential for this. Ember with Blast Burn. 6 embers, 12 turns. Thunder Punch. 5, right? Still 5. 5 for Thunder Punch. And the other attacks does? I feel like it's kind of expensive for a friendship Pokemon, but we've been running Incinerate as well. I just think Incinerate just pairs so well with Typhlosion. Because I feel like if you double shield into Typhlosion, it's just a Pokemon you farm down. Revelanta is it's so not back, bro. These Wylos will have more success than this. I do not see reason to run this over Guzzler, to be honest. Venusaur with Sludge? Will this be around? Probably not, right? With Scissor, Altera, B meta. I think this is Rebozo, to be honest. I think same reason for this. Kind of depends on what Altaria runs. But I mean, it does a little bit better. Let's not put this in Rebozo. It does a little bit better into like K-Wack, right? I respect that. But also getting one shot by flying type attacks is iffy. Like if you win lead, opponent swaps, you have to use a shield to win switch. And then opponent farms you down like an Altaria or a Moltres. They fly you once or twice, you just die. Guys, I think A/ is top meta. Here's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna put this in place of Tinkle. I think Tinkle might be a little bit weak. I think it's playable. I just think there's other dragon type counts, right? Like I feel like this new meta is going to shift from countering dragons with steel type Pokemon, and then you have you're gonna find alternatives for this Galarian Moltres right here. Alolan Sandslash, look at this. Has play into K-Wack, not helpless. Pretty helpless into Scissor unless you get like Shield or Energy advantage. We're missing Lugia. What did Lugia get? Nothing. Okay, and Empoleon's kind of disparaged, but if you get Energy, you can one-shot with Drill. If you have Power Snow, you beat this with Shadow Claw, not so much, if I remember correctly. You beat this, the Steelix. Oh, Dragon Tail changed on Lugia. Yeah, I don't think Lugia's the way. Psychic just holds it back. Shadow Claw, you have good play into these two as well, Corsola and Dusclops. I do not need to remind you of Altaria. Lapras not that great, but playable. This is playable. Usually a win. The Wiggly. I think A/ might make it top 12. Very well. How many Pokemon do I have here? 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 13 Pokemon that could definitely be top 12. Does that up? But I do think I don't think that I'm supposed to make it exactly top 12. Shadow Pokemon S tier. It is a great Pokemon. Perhaps next to UIC. What about Greyly Cobalion? Yeah, Paula said the same. You do realize the last few encounters have been level 20, right? So we don't even get them for Greyly, probably. Final list? I think so. I just think I haven't been exactly accurate with ordering within the tiers, but I do think I'm pretty happy with how they are here. Maybe Pot could go a little bit behind, but I think there's good play for Pot always. Drapion is definitely a point I'm doubting about. I think Fortress is kind of good, honestly, looking at most of these, but we'll see if people actually play it, because that's also... that's always been a thing with Fortress, right? It's always been a doubt. Further Drapion can switch places. No, because Drapion checks Moltres. That's why I have. That's why I think Drapion stays relevant. I do see your point, though. I do think for it's a tough one. 4 beats Empoleon. There you go. That's like the main thing Drapion is going to do. Beat Moltres and Ghosts. If people do not respect any counters to Ghosts, Drapion is going to be really good, because that breaks a core. I just think Drapion might also be annoying to play. Does Empoleon win once? Into what? The Fortress? Yeah, liar. Shadow does, though. Oh, well, hold on. If you play into Shadow Amp, though... Ooh, okay. Alright, chat, I'm gonna download this. Maybe I'll post it, maybe not. Download the image. Go here. Will Charizard be the go-to counter decision in your opinion? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sis is gonna be hard to check, right? I think something like just powering through K-Wack or Moltres is more the way. Perhaps even the Steelix. Gyarados could do the job, maybe. Though if you're on Dragon Ball, maybe not. It's gonna be an iffy one. And yeah, if you have Dragon Breath, it's kind of same scenario for that. So I don't really know what's going to tackle Scissor as much. Maybe it's just gonna be powered through it, and Annihilate is also possible. We'll see. Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it here. My jaw is actually feeling pretty bad now, so I'm gonna go rate someone and call it for the day. And I'll be back Sunday. Hopefully, I feel a little bit better. Yo, great Beels boy. We can rate Beelsboy for a completely different take on the meta. Yo, sounds awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.